Tricked him.
What do they call pears in France?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What's this?
Hog!
They call him Hog.
Yeah,
You guys awake?
it's okay.
You've
bud.
been asleep
It's
for like
okay,
the last
bud,
3
baby.
hours. I'm just trying to. Yes, awake.
All right, here we go. Another set. Another day, another set.
Not
Another
really
day.
Another day so much. Adrian's been.
Telling
One
tall
Is,
tales.
here's an upfront hint. One of these is Cody's, and
Oh.
I
that's all
didn't
you're getting.
want any hints.
Oh, there'll be. Actually, I'll give him more hints.
No, it's all
More hinty boos.
gone to poo.
More little hintsies. All right.
I restrained myself from swearing and thus saved you from the adverts revenues.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's
you're not allowed to
strong.
swear in the first minute of a video, apparently.
Wow.
Baking cinnamon and hotness. like a
Yeah.
red hot and
Little hotness.
cinnamon.
Little
Like baking
pepperiness.
cinnamon.
What is that? I mean, it's
Maybe some vegetation.
maybe slightly. It's
The-
definitely not the main thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
a little bit of pepper, a little bit of a campfire smell to it.
It's like up front, it's like a typical bourbon, but with some kind of almost like a sour note. Like, it's not sour. It's just there's like some kind of like acidity or something. I do think I maybe get some of what you're talking about, Rick, like the vegetation a little, but it's not the
it's
main thing, but it's like there sort of, you know.
I'm not even sure what I mean by that. That's like, I don't know,
Yeah. I get
V8
you.
or something.
It's
I
like
don't
it's
know.
not like vegetal, just something there in the background.
Leafy or something.
Maybe like a tea or something. Oh.
This seems.
I can tell this is
Woo!
not higher proof.
Yeah, goddamn.
But it honestly doesn't taste higher proof. Like the
I
other
don't
one
think
hurt
so.
my mouth more.
Really? This is like, it's like
Yeah, I
burning
don't
all the
think
way.
that's right. It's at least as hot as the
I
hottest.
guess
thing
it's
from
just the
last set.
thing of like no flavor mixed with ethanol.
Yeah.
Makes you just.
I think that's what it is.
Whereas this is like. It
Wait, that-
should be
you know,
hot, but it
I
doesn't
gotta say
hurt
right
as
now,
much.
I'm actually not. I didn't really pay attention to the proofs on any of these.
I don't know. I'm not great at knowing proofs anyway, so I don't know. So,
So
disregard the previous 2 minutes of this video.
My second sip wasn't as like, didn't burn as much as the first, so that might have just been
But what does it taste like? Like to me, it's like
I don't
it was
know.
like,
kind of like
mine was-
tortilla, kind of dry.
Hay, sort of.
Yeah, I'll put you in hay.
Like, you know,
A
decent
little
way.
barky.
Yeah, so
There's not really a whole lot of like.
smells sweet, but it doesn't taste it.
Yeah, it doesn't taste sweet like at all. It's dry, almost bitter. Like it's like baking flour, maybe even like nutshell. But
sorry.
Cut out
Elbowed
the-
you a little bit.
What do you need? Man, we gotta find Ricky's thing. My thing
My
is just
thing?
you drink liquor and you have fun. We gotta find what Ricky's thing is that makes it do the opposite of sleep and have fun.
was he nodding off on video?
No, he's
Oh,
just
okay.
being real
Mm-mm.
sober.
Oh boy.
You know, like grassy corn, honey.
It's like
It's more like,
beeswax.
I was
Maybe.
just gonna say like honeycomb without the honey or
Yeah,
something.
the
It's like
the actual
the-
paper the bees make.
Like,
Like honeycomb, you scrape the honey off, so there's like an aura
Yeah.
of honey left over.
you know, and then but then you're like, it was in a barn, and you're like, there, you got a
Mhm.
little straw
Well,
hay in it.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like, I mean, that sounds super like terrible. I don't think it's bad. I It's not unpleasant to me. I kind of enjoy it a little bit, but there's no like evolution. Not.
I don't know. To me, this isn't doing much for me. This is really dry. Really, the more I think about it, the more I think like, not like some kind of like an almond shell or something like fairly plain and one-dimensional as well.
But I don't love it. I'm not saying it's like great, but like it's okay.
Well, I'll come back to this one and see if it hits me different after the other three.
Yeah.
That smells a little better too. I think it's a little darker smelling. Not super dark, but I still get corn. But
So I got caramel and corn.
Actually,
It smells.
Makes me think of candy corn for a second.
Basically smells like
what is that?
typical bourbon.
But there's something else
Sugar.
that's slightly dark in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what that smell is.
You smell like peanuts, or is that just
I
me?
don't think so, but
I have a little bit of popcorn, but not like White Dog
I don't think
popcorn.
so.
It's more like
no, I can see that. I guess a little. It's maybe a brown sugar, maybe some kind of like like slight like darker sweetness that saves it from being just corn.
a bit sweeter.
Once again, though, not entirely sure of the flavors. It's almost like I think I'm maybe just in my own head, but it almost tastes like corn juice with like brown sugar, like mixed together, and I'm not sure what else I'm tasting, if anything. It's a little like simplistic in that way, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad.
Because it's not like sweet like an orange. It's like something still ripening. Like a kind of more apricot, but it's not tart like an apricot or anything. Not sure, gonna make you think that probably.
Yeah, I don't think of like citrus when I drink it, but
Yeah,
I'm not denying
really
that
either.
that it's there. I just like
Well, apricot's not citrus. Sorry to bust you out.
Stone
It's a stone fruit.
Stones aren't fruit, idiot. Stupid idiot. Can't believe this guy Ricky.
Yeah.
Stone
Yeah.
fruit.
Hey, Clay, can you go out to the rock bed in your front yard
Yeah.
and get me some fruit?
Hey, Adrian, I got some gravel cheese for you, bud.
I tasted like basically just kind of like a typical. To me, it tasted like a higher proof, like typical bourbon to me. I don't know, just like brown sugar and caramel, and
Yeah.
with the darker apricot or whatever on the back end.
There's I get mostly corn and brown sugar, but there's something else there. These people on Reddit, where they're like,
Yeah.
like
I've
I
seen
taste
them.
bubblegum, and if you've ever had this Korean dish, this laksa ramen that has
And it's funny
little
because
bits
you know
of,
damn well people make these don't use any of those ingredients to make.
Yeah.
but they say
Like
like
coconut shell dipped in black tea.
I don't know.
By the way, there's definitely a bit of a charred note at the very end that the more I sip it, the more I'm tasting on too. Anyway, number 3.
You didn't give me very much.
I was doing better at not the crazy generous pours.
No.
Smells lighter to me than the number 2.
Do I smell cherry or is it orange? Sometimes the citrus
I
and
think
the
orange.
cherry.
Orange.
Yeah.
Maybe a hint of lemon.
Then
But over,
brown
like-
sugar.
Yeah, over like brown sugar, maybe
Some oak.
butterscotch, maybe.
Maybe. It's an afterthought though.
Yeah, it's like
So I
it's like you had a thing like a lemon meringue pie, and then like at the pie crust on the bottom has a little bit of the butterscotch in it.
Like if you took a lemon meringue pie, and then you took a key lime pie, but without the key lime pie, and then you added some like orange, took an orange and squeezed the orange juice onto the lemon meringue pie.
With I was just gonna play
With
this.
cream.
I was gonna play this whole card of. It's like a pre-ripened orange. It's not like a fully ripe, like sweet orange. It's like It's like sort of a bitter orange becoming an actual orange.
I'm really liking this. The more I smell it, it's just like a good solid bourbon smell.
Yeah, like I wish there was a little more like depth. This one.
Yeah, it's a little light.
But it's like it's enjoyable.
All right,
I like it.
Sweet.
That one's a little hotter to me.
This one's pretty fruity, with I would say a little bit of orange, like cocktail cherry, like I'm thinking of like fruit cocktail canned.
Maraschino.
Yeah, it's maraschino, but also like syrupy.
It's definitely got that really heavy Knob Creek in particular, that like brown sugar, but it's like
brown
really
sugar.
It's got like sediment in it. It's
Sedimentary.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's like, you know what I mean. It's like a spice that hasn't been like fully mixed in. It just feels like heavy on the tongue. I get that from Knob Creek, and I kind of get that from this, like kind of heavy brown sugary, but yeah, fruity.
Yeah, this one's brighter than the other ones, and yeah, it's just sweeter, more full flavored. I feel like there's a fair amount going on here. Finish is kind of abrupt, but
I'm trying to figure out
mostly positive feelings on this one.
What fruit that is. Like there is citrus orange, but there's something else. I don't know if it's like a peach, maybe, but I don't.
Bricks is gonna start naming things.
Yeah. Trying to
I don't know,
get the info out of Cody.
It's a lighter, like there's definitely citrus, but
Starfruit, perhaps. Yeah.
It's good, but yeah.
Now when I smell this again, I'm getting a lot of fruit skins, like cherry skin.
Like, what do they call that? What's the pretentious word for that?
There might be some tannin to that too. Okay, 4.
I initially got a lot.
This was more like chocolatey, oaky, and chocolatey.
Yeah. You're not wrong, Sir Reynolds.
Yes. Give me a second.
Rick, you nailed it, I'd say, so far. First couple sniffs.
I feel like I get orange off of it as well, but like
deeper, if you take a deep breath,
like a blood orange, Ricky, a deeper orange, like a slightly sweeter.
Some kind of something like an orange,
something more like red, and chocolate. I do get chocolate too.
More cherry.
Nah, I think you guys have said everything on this one. I don't have anything to add.
It's like oaky chocolate, like orange, and then maybe like the
chocolate is that's kind of like a staple here.
Like I definitely get orange, but I get something else. Like I don't know if it's like orange mixed with like raspberry or something. I don't know. Maybe
blackberry.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just something a little darker than. I get a little brown sugar as well. I think this one's the most interesting on the scent, but
this feels very similar to the last set we did in that it seems like they keep building up to being continually better than the last one.
I feel like the last two have been very citrus forward, and the first two didn't. But...
So I'm about to be pretentious and do what he was just decrying just now. But this smells like bruised pear to me a little bit. And I know that sounds ridiculous. The eject button on Adrian's seat. No, but like a pear that's old. An old pear.
Yeah.
Like more so than like orange. Like to me this smells like a really bruised old pear.
Listen, that's gonna be our brand, dude. No, listen,
we used to pack pears at the family business.
Oh, I'm sure.
Put them in brown bags to age them so they wouldn't
You're
be
the
green
expert, Mark.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
But we got our own.
We're getting.
We got a bruised pear. We have our own terminology.
Yeah, dude.
We gotta find our own.
We got this by the ass.
We gotta find our own footprint in the digital space.
This is a pear that's been intentionally aged in a brown bag. There you go.
That's relatable.
Yeah.
That can't relate to an overripe.
We did it.
Cody.
What's up?
Bourbon Junkies 0.
Cody.
Poor man's portmanteau 1. I don't know what's going on.
I don't
It's
even.
pandemonium.
I love it though.
I tricked him.
You woke
Got
Rick
him. Tricked him.
What do they call pears in France?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What's this?
Hog.
They call him hog.
Oh, that's what they call pears in France, huh, Cody?
Yeah. I've been there,
That's the
sir.
punchline, huh?
I've been there. And I accidentally ran into the back of a 90-year-old woman who gave me the stink eye for like 3 blocks. I was just like, sorry. No, she was just like...
Sip it, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
God, now that's what's in my head. Like, this tastes like an old pear. A little bit. There's a bunch of other stuff going on, but that's in there. Okay. Anyway.
I can maybe taste some pear.
Kind of tastes like it smells to me.
I feel like there's some citrus too. Like, I don't... A pear seems a little too, like delicate.
I think
like
citrus is there too, like an orange probably.
Like it's a little too, like just like
yeah, like on its
soft,
own,
delicate.
But like
flavor.
you're like a brown pear, like that's like
yeah, but with brown sugar and then maybe a little citrus. Yeah,
maybe
a little oak.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Cody. Stop stealing my words right as I'm about to.
Right.
We all know you're the brains behind this operation, right?
We do. Sometimes it's nice though.
Oh, chocolate.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
And
the
bruised
chocolate.
pears.
Let me see if I can taste the chocolate because I could definitely smell it.
I think I like that one the most.
It smells more
maybe?
like chocolate than it tastes, but it's there.
Well,
but it's not as strong as the smell.
okay.
No, I mean it's there though. It was the highest proof of these so far. Like this one seems like
I don't
proof to it.
know. I
Maybe
feel like,
3. One of the middle ones, maybe.
I think like either the second or third one I felt was hot, but I don't remember which.
We're gonna go back through it, but I think this one so far is probably the first one I feel like is like a pretty damn solid bourbon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'd be like,
to me this tastes
fine.
To me this tastes like maybe one note's harsh, but I would say this tastes to me like just random thing off the shelf.
Yeah,
Just
it tastes like
nothing...
a weak. Like there's flavors in there, a few flavors in there to me, but they're just really weak. And...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real complex, but
all right, number 2.
It's not terrible. This is the one again where it's like it's kind of like the first one, but it's more woodsy, more oaky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first one, but I don't quite get the cherry, and it's more toasty and a little hotter. What else?
What have you said?
Second, corn and brown sugar.
I got oakiness.
And oaky, yeah. That toasted oaky.
Yeah, this is definitely the fruitier one of the bunch.
This is the one where you punch a pear.
Right.
And they got all of it.
The most complex.
Yeah.
I only got pear off of that one. I think.
It's beautiful.
It's like a honey pear.
4 is like a competent, complex bourbon that's rich, has a good finish.
It's good. But
it brings in both sweetness, richness, and like convection and a little bit of oakiness. And I think someone said chocolate before.
Hey Cody. So I've been drinking like pop or soda, whatever. If you're from the south.
Yeah, soda.
And
that's a good conversation. I don't know.
It's not really the best palate cleanser because it's carbonation, so you burp it back up and you get the alcohol coming back up and it burns your throat again.
It's not neutral. Are
you drinking? As a tummy, you're not drinking Dr. Pepper because there's aren't 27 flavors in that.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, there's like overload of flavors, Ricky. All of them.
Well, he's doing the opposite. It's like you can either have something neutral with no flavor, or you can have all the flavors.
Yeah.
And then all of them just touched your tongue, so they're all washing out.
If you're maybe a little confused, you're like, is this pineapple? Is it pear? Is it chocolate? And you're like, well, let me try these other 27 flavors. Maybe that'll put me back on like level ground, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, man.
All right.
I got laser eye surgery. No, not at all. I gotta go back.
I think I am, and I'm not going to be very original here. I may repeat myself.
4, 3, 2, 1 again.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to join you, Rick.
All right.
I'm going to do 4, 3, 2, 1 as well.
Well, then there's no. You're worthless, Clay. Don't even bother ranking because that's gonna be our rankings. So
Cut. Well, he still has the power to spoil and send something to the bottom.
he could maybe switch 2 and 3 or
Cut
something.
to Cody's rankings.
Yeah, like I'm basically with you guys, but I just want to make sure.
That's okay.
Actually, Clay, just let your hair grow back out again. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see a bald front here
Just
with some
a
outgrown
mess.
hair.
Just it would be from like here to here.
Yeah.
Just like very thin, like
I want
12
to see
hairs,
that.
and I'll just
Please.
brush it.
But it's like a
You
foot
don't have.
long.
You don't have a. You have to
Well, I
impress
know
anybody.
it takes like 2 years though. Is the problem? But yeah, I'm like totally with you. That listen, there's nothing more.
Do it for our channel.
There's nothing more that I want than to be able to snap my fingers and have a hobo beard and like super thin long hair that's disgusting. I want.
It's not about what I'm asking you to do. It's what are you prepared to do to save our channel.
If I would say like, I think it's closer than what you think. This one's easier for me than the last one because they're all kind of similar.
Cut the preamble. Just get to
I
the
know.
ranking.
Like they're all kind of
Just being
similar.
like Scott.
Like the last time we did, you know, it was like these taste like root vegetables. It was like really weird. And these are all kind of similar. Like
Yeah,
the
they
last
seem
two,
more like typical bourbon.
the last two are a little more
With some
fruity than the
fruits,
first two.
yeah.
But they're and I want to say I enjoyed all of them. I know Adrian like
Doesn't
wouldn't piss in the last one.
That's not true.
If
It's
he-
just
If he
I'm
had
just
a-
unimpressed with it.
I liked all of them. I'm gonna go same as you guys.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, well, that simplifies matters.
I will say for me, 4 and 3 are very close.
Four
Yeah.
it had a lot of that like pear taste.
4
to
and
me.
3 are head and
It
shoulders
was a
above
little,
1 and 2.
a little
Yeah.
sweeter, a little more pear. And then 1 and 2 were, yeah. I mean, they were all really good. I liked them all. I liked them all.
All right, loser is. Okay, well we got it right.
Woohoo! We
Okay,
did it, Cody.
before-
High five.
Before the reveal,
Mm-hmm.
why was 6 afraid of 7?
For going to heaven.
Because 7 jerked off 9.
Well, that was the theme. Sorry, you ruined it.
You did it, dude.
Yes, I finally ruined a video.
Dude,
Woohoo!
All right.
I tried, but you one up me.
Loser is Bulleit 10 year.
Looks like you've
That's one
drank
I
a
had.
little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, is that yours? Is that?
And it was okay.
Second loser.
It's like a more complex.
Third
of
place is Elijah Craig Store Pick Private Barrel 8 year. And I assume I know what this one will be. Yep. Is Baker 7.
Acres. Man, that's a name that you don't hear often anymore.
Number 1,
Dude,
which I got on a last call shelf, was Redemption 9 year bourbon. The theme was 7, 8, 9, 10 age statements.
That's stupid.
I don't know what that means, but
Your
I have no idea what that
face is
means.
stupid.
This is
Explain that to me
bananas.
what that
Your
means.
face
They all.
stupid.
Adrian, explain to me what that means.
7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old is what the
So
theme
stupid.
was.
Well,
Nonsense.
I wasn't gonna be
know what,
say
Cody?
that, but
How did you
Different.
even know?
It was different.
How did you even know how old the Bulleit was? I don't even know how old it is. And I own
10
it.
years.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
also, Bulleit has a 10 years. That's pretty well known.
Wait, you said 7, 8, not 6, 7, 8,
7, 8, 9, 10.
7, 8, 9.
H.
You.
I did the 6 afraid of 7 joke as sort of a hint, prelude to the reveal. Anyway,
That sounds
So-
dumb.
your face is dumb. Probably critic consensus. This is probably the correct order. This is the oldest one, but old doesn't mean it's the best.
What is the
I'm
new
impressed with the redemption here.
Redemption's sweet, man.
Yeah.
Is it MGP, I'm assuming?
I of course, and it's redemption.
So it's gotta be. It's not the high rye thing.
No, this is their 9-year barrel proof bourbon, and it's 52.8%. The Baker's is 53.5%. It's 107, like the Weller Antique. The Elijah Craig is 47%, and the Bulleit is 45.6. So this was like what, a percent, 1.5% apart. This one was a little up there. These two were like another 5% higher than these, so that could help them push above. But also, I mean, it was kind of hard to think of a theme for Bulleit. So I'm like, I could do it. I have all these ones that have age statements on them, and we could just do something like that to use up the Bulleit, because otherwise I gotta wait till I get more 10 years.
Yeah, that's stupid. But
okay, that's one opinion.
So what redemption is that one?
It's 1.8 or 9.
It's a 9-year aged barrel proof just bourbon, not high rye like that one.
Well, it's not barrel proof, is it? It's like 103.
It's barrel proof. Yeah, it's right there on the label. Barrel proof.
That sounds stupid.
It's a low barrel proof, to be fair, but
it's like the lowest barrel proof I ever.
So what do you think would be better, that one or this one right here, the high rye?
I don't know.
Aftertaste? Do an aftertaste? Actually, wait, what is that?
It's like, I can't remember. It's like.
Okay, so this one's 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% barley. This one is 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% barley. So it's not that far apart. Right, so this is still kind of high rye, but not as high as this. Yeah, no, I'm Redemption's putting out pretty quality, especially, because they always say with the MGP, 6 years and under is like, who cares? Start getting up to 8, 9. Now it starts like being pretty good.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, in a perfect world, but they don't have anything. That's like, let's be honest. I've never even heard of what you have. Let's see. Man, that tastes so much like Evil Rare.
Which one?
The one we had
just now.
Mm-hmm. And this still, I always get cereal grain, but not in like a bad way, out of the Redemption High Rye. It's almost like having like Cap'n Crunch. It's like a corny cereal. Let's see.
Or does it say how old? What, that's age?
It's 4. It's like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I guess I like the older stuff better. But I have a particular, I feel like you'll especially like it more.
Yeah, I like the 9-year.
But I really like that high rye mash bill of MGP. So it's really close for me, but I guess I like that better. Let's see what you like.
It
has a longer finish. It's a little sweeter and richer.
Versus number 4.
But yeah, I mean, you know me. Obviously, I'm kind of more predisposed to rye than the average person. So the high rye I'm good with too.
Try number 4, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I figured you definitely like that better. This is definitely get that like peachy, just like fruity note to it. I mean, it really resembles that Buffalo Trace fruit cocktail a little bit. True business boy.
Okay. No more booze for me. My stomach's gonna be on fire. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Yeah! Bum, 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 bum. And then again, this isn't gonna make any sense for the people watching this, but nobody's watching it, so hi, Wes. This is like the Mayor Pingree, but like a higher quality of it to me. It's like one
What's
flavor.
Higher quality about it?
I think this is
like what?
far better.
Just tell me what it is that's better about it.
What's that meme with a guy like, and this is a like a spruce tree, and we know this because it is. So like, what's that meme?
I don't know. That sounds like I would laugh my balls off.
cherries are kind of vastly different. Like maraschino is but like
I know.
but they go like so far as to be like, oh, I had one time at a German festival, I had these brown sugar covered nuts with the cherry reduction sauce over the top. That plus these 17 other things. Like they don't even just do like cherry chocolate. It's like this incredibly specific thing and then 17 other things. Like you just named like 40 flavors. F you. You don't taste all that. If you do, then I'm jealous, I guess.
Maybe 3. I have
Look
to
at
try
his
that
face
one.
up as it's paused on this. It looks like he's about ready to climax, Cody. As it's paused, he's like, it looks like.
Okay.
Dude, seriously, though, Beavis and Butthead, now the critiquing TikTok video, that's like the perfect way to segue them into modern society. Whatever. Segue.
I like it.
Where the Cosgrove is free from Dan, the younger the better, Schneider.
My God. What happened? He just got like, they were just like, hey, Dan, it's come to our attention over the last 30 years. Over like 8,000
TV shows that I've done.
Like 8,000 concerned parents. Listen,
how come
we protected you in the past, but
how come every episode of your shows feature these young actresses in like bikinis and their feet up close to the camera?
It would be so funny if you put a webcam show and your feet like stepped on like mayonnaise. Wouldn't it be so funny? All the kids would love it.
Sure. It's chaos, Adrian.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So,
yeah.
No, that's okay. I don't want to know.
Basically,
no, we're gonna tell you anyway.
Yeah, basically, Nick. Anyways,
I'm glad you guys are
old,
so read up on it.
They have so many like YouTube videos.
Posts on it.
Yeah.
He's just a big. I don't even know who Miranda Cosgrove is.